This is not yet another how to be happy video, but I do want to talk to you about happiness. Ultimately, no matter what we want, what we run after, it all boils down to some more happiness and some more peace. My name is Yukti Kapoor Mehandiratta, and through the spiritual leadership programs that I've been rolling out for years now, I've been able to help many people understand the true meaning of happiness. What gives me happiness is to see them living so happy, not because they've let go of their responsibilities, but along with the responsibilities. It is despite the responsibilities in life that we have to learn to be happy, not without it. Happiness is a state of mind. Happiness is a feeling. Happiness is temporary. There are multiple versions of what people have been saying about happiness, but I'm going to tell you the route, the method to get there. And here is how it works. As long as we are living a human life, we need to be among people. And when we have people around us, we develop relationships with them, right? It could be a family member, it could be a professional colleague. No matter who these people are, there is a relationship we share with them. And wherever there is a relationship, there will always be conflicts. Conflicts is what takes away the happiness most of the times, isn't it? Whenever we fight with people, we feel unhappy. And then we wonder, is this relationship working for me or not? Is this person the right person for me or not? It's not the person or the relationship always. It's about your understanding of what happiness means. And that's what I want to challenge today. Conflict is not what happens between two personalities. Conflict always takes place between two perspectives, which means I think I am right about what I'm saying, and so do you. And so we're having a conflict. I want to prove that I'm right, and you want to prove that you are right. And ultimately, this settles down when one of us agrees with the other, isn't it? That's how it is. And that's where we lock horns. We get stuck. We don't know what is the end to this tunnel. So we make these drastic decisions sometimes when we can. That should I bring this to an end? Is this not working for me anymore? Etc., etc. But that's not the real meaning of conflict. Conflict is about a clash between perspectives, which means that as much as you have your right, so does the other. There is always another perspective. And we need to understand those perspectives for us to understand people and have better relationships with them. The longest study ever done by Harvard was about understanding what makes people happy. And you know what they boil down to? Relationships. Quality of your relationships decides how happy you are and how happily you have lived your life. So there is no running away from relationships. What we need to do, in fact, what we can and must do instead, is to understand what makes relationships our strength. How do we make them stronger? It starts by not avoiding conflicts. Accept the fact that there will be conflicts, but it's not about proving yourself right all the time. Conflict is also a great opportunity for you to understand the other person's perspective, the way they think, where they come from, their experiences, their biases, their beliefs. And if you're not interested in them to that extent, then maybe you're not interested in this relationship either. But if you are, then you need to hold back your right till you're able to understand the other person's right. So here is a mantra that I want to leave you with. I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you want to be right? Or do you want to be happy? Now, don't misunderstand this to say that, oh, so if I want to be happy, then I always have to surrender and I always have to say sorry and I always have to say I'm wrong even when I don't feel so. That's not what I'm suggesting. All I'm saying is drop the need to be self-righteous. Drop the desperation to get the last word. Drop the hunger to prove yourself to be right all the time. Trust me, if you look at it closely, you'll realize that most of the times there is no merit in it. You don't get much except for a momentary satisfaction because your ego just got inflated because you could eventually prove yourself to be right. Relationships are much deeper on the surface ego boost. Relationships require nurturing. And when you're willing to nurture them is when you truly experience happiness. Not in that moment, but in the way you live your life.